Hey guys, and welcome to the lpic1 course here on CBT Nuggets. This course really has so much valuable information in it that I'm honestly super excited to be here with you to teach it. So to begin this course, I felt it would be a good idea to really introduce what lpic is all about, and more broadly, what exactly is Linux? Well, ultimately, Linux is an open source operating system. You know, just the way you have things like Windows computers and Mac computers, you can also have Linux computers. And as it transpires, Linux is absolutely massive in the world of IT. And the reason is because Linux is used absolutely everywhere. Whether you're managing local servers within your network or you're dealing with cloud environments, the demand for Linux and Linux skills are abundant. So what I'm trying to say to you is that what we're going to learn within this course is going to serve you really well for your career in IT. Now, I suppose I should just start with who exactly is this course aimed at? Well, let's just talk a little bit about the lpic1. What exactly is the lpic1 certification? Well, the lpic1 is a certification devised by the Linux Professional Institute. And the Linux Professional Institute Certification 1 is the entry-level Linux certification that the LPI provide. So what I'm saying here is that if you have absolutely no experience with Linux, that doesn't matter at all. The focus of this course is to take newcomers into the world of Linux and to arm you with a whole bunch of Linux-based skills. So what exactly shall we be learning? What does the lpic1 actually cover then? Well, when we're done with this course, you should be able to perform maintenance tasks directly from the command line. You'll also learn how to install a Linux operating system. You'll get to learn what a Linux distribution is, as well as how to install different types of Linux distributions. We will also learn some basic networking skills, as well as understanding the actual architecture of Linux-based systems. Not just that, you'll also learn how we can create files, how we can modify files, and control access to different files across the system. So like I say, if you are absolutely brand new to the world of Linux, that is, you've never used Linux before, and you don't know any of the Linux commands, then don't worry, because I'm not going to assume any of that knowledge on your part. Instead, slowly but surely, we're going to work through a whole host of tasks and cover some of the theory along the way so that you, as a brand new engineer in the world of Linux, are going to be able to use the command line to manage these systems and do things like creating users and creating groups, and doing so with security in mind. So whilst we have a whole ton of information to cover, I will try to cover this information in the most practical way possible, whereby you and I together will be on the command line within a Linux machine and working through these commands together. And with a bit of practice, I've no doubt that you will become familiar and comfortable with all of the exam topics presented in this lpic1 examination so that you can crush that exam and get that cert. But like I say, we're going to have a heavy emphasis on practical skills within this course. We're not just going to be looking at slides, we're not just going to be quoting paragraphs. We need to be on Linux machines ourselves and making these changes. So in order to be able to do this, well, we first have to set up a Linux lab environment. And if you're thinking, well, I don't know how to set up a Linux lab environment, I'm completely new to all of this, then do not worry, because that is what we're going to be covering in these next few nuggets. Okay, dokes, so I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.